All right. What's going on? It's your boy B Wills. Welcome to TalkTime Podcast, where our topics are entertainment, sports, community, and of course, we got the hot topics. First of all, again, I'm B Wills. I'm a co-host of TalkTime Shy. Our host over there, Dan, is sitting over there playing videographer. You feel me? Go ahead, my man Nate.
And I'm Nate. Sometimes Nate the Great, but mostly just Nate. And I'm here to co-host again.
And we have our guest today, a special guest, one of our guys that came up with us, my man Denton. Everybody give it up for my man Denton right here. Great artist right here. All right, so introduce yourself, my man.
All right, so I'm Denton Arnell. I'm a Chicago native, West Side, all day. Upcoming artist. Well, I guess am I upcoming? I've been doing it for a while.
Oh, you've been out there for a while.
Well, I would say, a continuous upcoming.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, so, I'm an artist, musician here in Chicago. I work in education, so I'm a dean at a high school.
Okay.
So I kind of wear quite a few hats, songwriter, producer, did a couple of acting stuff. So I've dipped and dabbed in a little entertainment and education.
We got a jack of all trades in the building, you feel me?
Sir.
Okay. Nate, you got...
You know what I like most about what you just said? You said the part about the education.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what you do.
Oh, man. I put out fires. I'm a fireman. I work as a dean, so I deal with discipline, conflict, student problems, student support, teacher support, parent support.
Oh, okay.
So it's literally a firefighter. Anything that's going on, you got to go put out the fire.
Okay.
It's a fight on the third floor, we got to go put out the fire.
For a full-fledged alarm.
Just literally. But also in that, it does have its perks. You get to mentor some students. You get to know them and pour into some of the things that you have, the knowledge that you have. Like, so I have some students that's like really into music and production. So I see them in the lunchroom. They got their speaker and they rapping and doing all that. So it's cool to see that. And then the fact that that's kind of like my area. I can kind of connect with them with that.
Yeah.
And it's also cool because, they see you in the school. They don't know what you do outside of school. So when they find out that you got music, they come in like, hey, I downloaded your album. I'm like, how you found my page? But it's cool, though, because now they can see that, I'm doing other things. And it don't just stop right here,
Exactly.
So.
Have you had any students that Google you?
Oh, yeah. That's the first thing they do. These kids going to find out all your social media. They're going to tell you who your family is. They know your dog's name. They're going to tell you. They Google you.
Wow.
But, yeah, I had some students Google me.
Were they surprised that you was on The Voice?
They definitely were. Some students came to my office like, I heard you were on The Voice. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So they screaming like, I told you I wasn't lying. So I'm like, yeah, I was on there. And I started telling about the experience. So it's cool to kind of give them the ins and outs, the behind the scenes, what they see on TV. It's like, I'm going to tell you what really went down. This was really.
What you see on TV is not always.
Yeah, it's all TV production. They edit stuff. Some stuff may be there. Some stuff might not be there. But it's cool for them to see something that's like at hand's reach, or see someone that's at hand's reach that may be at a place that they might want to go. And since I've been on the show, like I built great relationships being on that show, where it caused me to be able to pour to other people that might want it to go. So I've gotten some people on the show, got auditions for them.
Oh, that's love,
yeah,
man.
So some talent scouts, when they came to Chicago, they hit me up like, I need some talent, do some people, and I sent them a list. About 2 of them actually made it.
Wow.
Passed me.
They said they went past you.
Like, I told you too much. No. But no, they made it past me, which is good, because I want you to know, like, what I know. Like, this is how you maneuver. This is how you get past this round. This is what you need to do while you're in the hotel. Make sure you have this type of character. Make sure you have this type of attitude. Like, I was able to kind of give those things because that's what I observed while being on the show. So it's cool. Those type of experiences is not always about winning per se the show, but it's the experience of getting to know people, building positive relationships,
that
networking, like the camera crew, the production crew, your peers that's on the show. Like, I'm still cool with them. Like, we still talk to this day. So it's good. You leave that situation with you get more benefits than actually just winning the show.
Okay.
Even like my coach that I was on John Legend's team on the show. So like most cases you be like, oh, he's not gonna talk to us after this season though. We ain't gonna hear from him. But he follows us on social media. Like I send him my music, he responds. Like he said,
so he's vested in
on
his team.
He at least give you. I mean, even a little bit of say, oh man, I'm gonna check it out. That's enough for me. Like it ain't really gotta be drastic, but it's cool to have that. So then when I share with my students, and I'm like, oh yeah, John Legend responded. He's like, he responds to you? Like, I'm like, yeah, he actually do. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of cool, and I can, be humble about it. It's not like it's a big deal, but it's like, man, this is more of a blessing. I look at it like, man, this is a great opportunity.
That's good.
So just listening to you and talking about that portion, how important is it to you to pour back into kids, the students?
Oh man, that's actually literally where I feel like that's my purpose, like life wise. So I have music. That's my life. I've been doing music since I was probably like 2-3 years old. Been playing keys, but also that other side is I just connect with youth. I've always have, even when I didn't know, like even coming up playing. I had kids always just around me. At first, I was irritated, like, why y'all over here? Like, leave me alone. But as I got older, I started realizing, oh, it's something that they're drawn to me for some type of reason. Mm-hmm. And as I kind of learned throughout my journey, I'm like, I think I'm called for mentorship. I think I'm supposed to pour into young people. And it's in different type of arenas. It's not always a church or it's school. It's going to after school programs. It's just different things. Like it's never restricted to just one particular entity, which I'm grateful for because it doesn't box me in.
Yeah.
So I was able to kind of wear different hats. I worked in like a youth organization where it's a not-for-profit or it's something that's religious related, or it's just like somebody had me come to an event and speak to a school of just students, and it's like I'm not limited to, the conversations because I'm able to be relatable to them, and it's been effective, which I realize that's what my heart is. Like my heart is definitely youth and young people. I will literally go for bat for them. Did you eat? I got granola bars over here. Like or I bring snacks to work just to make sure some of the students get fed. Sometimes they don't eat breakfast. Yeah. So and that's my own money. But you get that back in a different way.
Yeah,
you get some type of peace. You get joy.
Hope y'all listening out there. You get it back.
So it don't always come back financially, but it come back in a different way, and it might come back with a phone call of an opportunity.
Right.
Hey man, I want to play your song on such and such show that we pay XYZ, and it could be just because you poured into other people. So it don't always come back the same way.
Yeah.
But that's where my heart is. I know for sure community, youth, young people, young artists, young upcoming musicians. I know I'm called to mentor those people.
Wow.
At the same time while trying to do my thing at the same time. So it's kind of like I'm juggling two different worlds. But it's cool. I try to keep that balance, not do too much into my world, because they're gonna be like, wait a minute, you in education, you out here looking like no, I mean, I just take my shirt off just a little bit, for the gym and stuff. For my album cover. But.
Hey, we're going to talk about that later.
we going to hit that guy.
Yeah, we're going to hit that. I'll tell y'all what I called it before the show. We'll get that. So it seems to me like there's a not just a small satisfaction, but a great satisfaction that you get from not just your gift in music, but your ability to take that gift and help young artists, young people, just not even just young people who are into music, just them. You're just invested in young people.
Absolutely.
You have that heart.
And the music part and the art, I guess the artistry part is just the attention getter. It kind of causes them to be like, wait a minute, what you do? And it's like, then now that conversation shifts to like, what are you trying to do after school? Like, what are your goals? Like, I don't want to go to college. Okay, what do you want to do? I want to go to trade school. Oh, cool, you can do this. So now we're having a conversation about their future and what they want to do in life, and then just more so character building. How you gonna handle this? Social and emotional skills, being able to communicate with other people, having conversations. Like that's how the conversation shifts to. So there'll always be music. Now those who into music, I can have a whole conversation about that. We can talk about software, we can talk about sounds, we can do all that. But everybody is different. But my main focus and goal is I want you to be the best at what you're supposed to be, you know, and don't be discouraged. Like, don't go to school for something you really don't want to do.
Right.
I mean, I've been there, done that, and I was like, this not what I want to do. It's not my major. And then I've been there for 3 years, and I figured it out. Like, and that's all that money down the drain.
Yeah.
But just kind of letting them know there is other options.
Yeah.
Oh, my GPA ain't looking too great. Okay, go to a community college, knock out your gen eds, transfer from there, and go to a 4-year university. Like, giving them opportunities and alternatives where they don't think it's hopeless.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the youth that I deal with regularly, the teenagers, they kind of feel like this is it. Like, I don't have no other outlet. And it's like, oh, you got other outlets. It's other things you can do. Now they got all these grants and stuff. You can write a poem and get $500 and, like, do all that. I try to encourage them to do that. So,
all right. So then, understand that you have a non-for-profit.
I do.
All right. Well,
so I started a company. What was that? I've been doing the work, but I actually became official in 2020, around the time when we was just sitting at home, couldn't go nowhere. So I finally got stuff incorporated, official. So I started this company called BYGA, which stands for Be You, Be Great, Be Authentic. So the way I came up with that, I dealt with a lot of people, not even just young people, but just people in general who have faced discouragement coming up, whether you're a musician, comparing yourself to another musician, or, you know, or going through the phase of not being the best at being yourself. So, which brought me to that, be you, be great, be authentic. So meaning be yourself, be the best at being yourself, and be authentic with it. Be original. Yeah. And I used to use that even when I was in teaching at a performing arts school, and I was just telling them, like, if you weird, be the best weird, you know, kid that you could be. Yeah. You choose to wear one yellow sock and a blue sock, you better wear it confidently. Right. So it was just more so, it's really the confidence behind it, and it gave a sense of empowerment. Like, I'm different and I'm okay with being different. Yeah. Even down to, like, musicians. I'm different. I can admire the great musicians that I see all my life in Chicago, out of Chicago, all over the world, but that's who they are. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? If I get on the keyboard, I'm okay. You know, this is my style. This is how I play. I can admire other people doing all the crazy stuff and the fancy stuff. I could do a little bit of that. I get somewhere around that, but I'm not gonna probably do it exactly the way that person do it. But the thing is, be okay with that. Right. And I've seen, just coming up as a musician, I've seen so many musicians be tore down from them not being somebody else or being a replica.
I can attest to that.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, why would I want to be a replica if you already got that person? You know what I'm saying? So I need to be myself. And if I just don't fit the gig, get the person that fit the gig. You know, everybody's style is different. You know, you have, even just down to, like, even it's the gospel scene, you have people that are great with just, like, a certain style, like a churchy sound. Mm-hmm. You have people that's more great with melodic and more soulful sounds. Mm-hmm. So you know where to put people at. But a lot of times we have this expectation that everybody's going to be the same.
Just because they can play.
Just because they can play. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of people be hurt from that. And even just now, just people, musicians I grew up with coming up, and then they're older, and they still kind of talking about the stuff from, like, when we was younger, because now they second guess everything. Like, would you think this good? I'm like, oh, no, I don't know if it's good. I'm like, it's good. Like, this is cold. Like, you have to be your first supporter before anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So
that's important.
So when I make some music, if I like it, and I know, I mean, I give all glory and credit, you know what I'm saying, to God all day. Yeah. But at the end of the day, if the song is cold, it is just cold. Yeah. I can literally give credit where it's due, but it's not being arrogant. It's not being that you think you whatever. But why am I going to downplay a gift? Right. That's supposed to be something great. That's like, I'm not going to water it down. Yeah. If there's something that was God given, why I'm going to suppress it? Just like, it's just okay. Because then what you're saying is what he gave you is just okay. Wow. So I'm looking like, nah. this song is cold, whether it's R&B, whether it's classical, whether it's pop, whether it's gospel.
Yeah.
If it's something that came out of you, because some people can't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can't write music. Everybody don't do that. So the fact that you can sit down, put some chords together, progression together, and come up with lyrics too, and harmonies, that's a gift.
Yeah.
For 3 months, we were rehearsing, going over artist development skills, vocal techniques, warm-ups, how to engage. Attitude as an artist, that plays into it. Your gift can be as phenomenal, but your character is what keep that opportunity, that door open.
Welcome to TalkTime Podcast, where our topics are entertainment, sports, and community, and hot topics. Today we're going to talk about Daniel Allen launching his new consulting company, where the community meets community policing and entertainment, youth. But I need for him to just give us a little bit more about what it's going to be about.
All right, welcome world. So I'm excited about this new consulting company that I'm starting at the end of my police career. It's called Bridging Communities Together. So Bridging Community Togethers have 3 aspects. First of all, let me say this. I never really wanted to be a consultant, but several people believed in the work that I've done, both in community policing, both in music, and both in youth mentorship. And they felt like I should start a consulting company. I was like, So I went to a professional. The professional, I wrote down the things that I thought would be like, I say, my greatest hits, for lack of better words. She looked at the things that I've done, my resume, my bio, and she was like, I think you should go for it. So she laid it out for me. It's a website where they create your dream for you for free, called Catch a Fire. I gotta give them their kudos for it. She laid out the 3 aspects, and I said, well, who is this person on the screen right here? She said, that's you. That's your work. I said, wow. So I said to myself, if I'm gonna be a consultant, I don't want to do it by myself. I got an elderly mother. I got 2 non-for-profits. I got a lot of stuff going on, So I said, well. So when I sat in bed with the professional, she said, put together a team. It makes sense to put together a team. So what Bridging Communities Together is an LLC consulting company that consists of community policing. I'm gonna talk about each element one at a time. All right, community policing. If everybody knows me, I've been a community policing sergeant for 9 years for the Chicago Police Department. And when I got promoted to lieutenant, I still went back to the same district in 11th District, West Garfield. And they sent me back there because they wanted me to keep engaging the community and help out the community policing office. I was blessed to have some amazing officers and civilians and community members that I've partnered with over the past 10 years that I was the community policing sergeant. And we've done some outstanding things, such as youth cotillions. No other district in the city have done a youth cotillion where the youth got to participate in a cotillion botillion for free. Well, we went after sponsors, community members, to help put together an amazing cotillion event that taught young people skill set. And then it culminated with an awesome gala where it looks like a ball. Doing things like having job resource fairs. In West Garfield, a lot of people are plagued with narcotics. They're plagued with, being underserved. They're poor, for lack of better words. So what I've done as a community policing sergeant, I brought resources to the community. The areas where there's the highest amount of crime, there's violence and narcotics selling, what me and my team did, we would get Amazon, Walmart, we would bring out employers to these locations, and we will bring out job resources and bring them to the community. The same places that people are scared to walk at, I brought resources out to these people, to these locations, and it was such a successful event. I got to give my credit out to Pastor John Harrell from Black Men United. We did an event on Madison and Pulaski in West Garfield, which is one of the most high crime areas probably in the country. And Pastor Harrell brought out a bunch of resources, gave out a bunch of free goodies, sofas, all type of stuff, you name it. And what the police department did, we went and engaged them with different job resources as well. And at the end of the day, what people saw was that the police love the community. They saw a different side of the police. Even during situations that happen, bad situations may happen with policing, what they saw was a community policing sergeant myself and my team, we brought these amazing resources together, which led to some outstanding community policing being done by myself and my team. So I'm extremely proud of the work that my team done with me. Then the second element is youth mentorship. Once again, most of the community policing stuff that we've done was related to youth. The cotillion was related to the youth. Youth basketball, youth and police basketball related to community and youth. My wife, Victoria Allen, is an outstanding youth leader. We have our own non-for-profit called Divine Purpose Youth Performing Arts Center. So my wife is going to take the lead on youth mentorship. And then the second element is called Music Saves Lives. The reason I call it Music Saves Lives because music does save lives. So what we do, what the consulting company will do, what I've done as a community policing sergeant and lieutenant, we actually create events in the community that I spoke about, and we bring out music. I brought out live entertainment. I brought out DJs. We had dance contests, and at the end of the day, it was proven that when I hosted these events at these high crime areas with using music as a tool, that there was 0 shootings, very few calls of service within a 24-hour span in those same locations. All that is what led to the launch of Bridging Communities Together. That's what we're doing.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
And now, like I said, one of the questions was going to be, how was you going to incorporate the youth and the entertainment into that? Like I said, as a former police officer, I understand community policing, but on the civilian side of it, how were you going to bring all this together?
See, here's the thing. A lot of people love to work with the police. Mm-hmm. Now they got an opportunity to do it with my organization.
Okay.
Because I'm going to have police officers that's current and retired that's a part of Bridging Communities Together. That was a clever way of doing it. So if somebody have a youth program and they say, man, our youth program is struggling, we want a stronger youth program in music. We want a stronger youth program in sports. But we still want them to have a better relationship with the police. That is the overall issue.
Okay.
Young people in police don't have the best relationships right now. So that's one of the reasons that I said, you know what, I'm going to start this consulting company, because I'm going to utilize those 3 core elements: community policing, youth mentorship, and music saves lives, to establish stronger relationship with the police. And at the same time, what it does is enhances people's individual youth programs, whether it's in music, because I have my brother, Brian Williams, who is, I forgot to add that, Chicago Police Department, we have a choir. I'm the director of the choir. We don't get to do a lot of stuff because of the schedule of the job, but the police choir has actually done a lot of stuff in the community. Like I said, Brian Williams has helped me come in, taught the choir. We've done concerts, unity concerts. So one of the things that I would adapt with different cities, states, countries, if a police department or even a business say, you know what, I love this whole music element that you're doing. How can I get the police and the community to come sing together? Because once again, music saves lives. We will come and we will train different police departments on how to get their own choir. We would train community members how to put together different unity choirs to come together and sing out in high crime areas, once again in an effort to reduce crime publicly. And at the end of the day, what it does, it brings a better relationship with the police. It's just 3 different tools.
I like it. Yeah. Now, with those different communities that you're hitting, or those different maybe suburbs or different states of policing, are you engaging those officers, those police departments, on how to enrich or engage in the community itself? Because like sometimes it seems as though some police are hands off.
Absolutely. And
if they don't come in and welcome themselves as to partnership with that community, how do you get that to work? So
that's a great question. So one of the things we do, say we are a police department in whatever municipality, and they say we have a community policing unit, but we're struggling to get relationships and trust with community members.
Exactly.
And I'd be like, I got you. So what I would do is sit down with the client, which we would have the municipality. They will sit down with me and they will tell me what their struggles are. I will identify their struggles. I will identify their challenges. And the only thing I'm really doing is just sharing with them what I've done to be successful. And once I gauge, their population and what they need help with, then we come up with a strategy. So one of the strategies will be training their community policing office. If they don't have much of a community policing office, one thing they have to do is recruit people within the department to be a part of their community policing. If it's a small police department, if it's just 1 or 2 people, we will work with that 1 or 2 people, and I will show them how to put together a plan that we can be successful to reach whatever challenges that they need to get stronger.
Like that.
So that's what Bridging Communities Together is in a nutshell. The launch is going to be March 30th at the Care Center, 230 North Colmar. March 30th is a free event. At the launch event is basically, in a nutshell, is just sharing what I'm sharing right now through PowerPoints. Some of my team members will be there. People get to meet and greet us and get to see, wow, how can we work with you guys, for a little low price, you know what I mean? Because nothing is free. I got to pay staff, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that's what Bridging Communities Together is. It's an effort for police, community, businesses, churches, schools, etc., to have a better relationship with the police, as well as enhance their own individual businesses and schools. And I'm gonna say this lastly, a lot of people, principals, businesses, and churches always come to me and say, Dan, can you please come over here, or Lieutenant Allen, can you please come over here to my church and help my youth music department out? I don't have to do that. I can call Brian. You go over there. Or they may say, or another school may call and say, I have a great youth program, but it's in disarray. I think you can talk to my wife. She's on my consulting team too. Or they'll call me and say, this such police department, we really need help with our police department and community policing, getting more rapport with the community. I got you. We'll sit down and come up with a strategic plan. That's Bridging Communities Together.
Can't wait to hear more about it, and can't wait to see it launch and all that good stuff.
Thank you, guys. Check us out. Coming soon.
All right, so we're still talking about this not-for-profit that Denton has, and you were telling us about the advantage of it. So tell us a little more on that.
So pretty much just teaching young people, but even just anybody that I'm mentoring under this organization, how to be themselves and learn how to perfect their gifts and be authentic with it. I grew up listening to all type of music. Whether from the musicians, vocalists, like whether it was gospel, R&B, pop, everybody. Whether it was male, female, all of them had their thing. Kim Burrell, Beyonce, Brandy, Mario, like 112, Jagged Edge, all of them, like all those, Tyrese, like everybody had something.
Yeah.
So it was something that you was like, man, I like that style, or I like those chords, or so it kind of shaped pretty much your being, your artistry. Mm-hmm. Music Soul Child, I used to listen to them all the time.
And I listened to that first album so much.
Man, Music Soul Child was cold.
One of my favorites.
Tank,
I got Tank's first album.
Phenomenal.
Album too.
And even like learning like what they do, what makes them original. Cause you can hear certain people's voice on the radio and know it's them.
Right.
You know what I mean? So even like a Fantasia.
Yeah.
Even though Fantasia probably have her background, might have been church, but if I hear her voice on the radio, I know it's her, because it's something distinct about what she's doing that makes her who she is. Yeah. So just kind of like finding yourself, and finding your I guess your niche, and whatever that is. So even in this BYGABU, be great, be authentic, it's not even necessarily just only arts and music. That's my thing. But you might know how to draw. You might know how to do digital design. You might know how to do videography. That's your niche. That's your thing. That's your artistry. But what's going to make you be different from anybody else? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what my goal is, and helping them to be confident in who they are. And I did an event, like I think I mentioned earlier, at an event where I took students that the principal picked. It was like 12 students. And for three months, we was rehearsing, going over artist development skills, vocal techniques, warm-ups, how to engage, character building. Like we worked on all those different things, and then we concluded with an actual event. It's actually online. The concert, the full concert of them performing. It's under BYGA. So you can be able to find it if you look under my name.
Okay, hold up. Give us that link.
Let me see. I got to think about
Give us what it is now. Give us what we can look
Hey,
at.
let me see. Let me go. I'm gonna try to find it myself, but I'll send it to you. But it's under my YouTube link.
Okay.
So if you go to my
YouTube
actual
page?
YouTube page,
Okay.
it should be under my videos. But yeah, they did a performance, phenomenal. It was amazing. And you can see the progression because I even looking at the rehearsals because I do have a Instagram page, so you can see some of the rehearsals, like it's like clips and snippets, and it kind of transitions into the final product of how they went through the whole development process. So I can just imagine that was just from 3 months. So I can imagine if it was 6 months, if it was a year,
Right.
where they would possibly be. But the impact is still great because some of those students that have graduated come home now, like text me now, like, hey, we in town. Where can you get everybody together? So I'm calling some of my old colleagues. We all doing like game nights and stuff like that.
Man.
But then also it always conclude with something music related. They either creating some music in the studio or we're I don't know, playing games, but we also like discussing like their college and different things. So it's not even just music, but it's the impact. And it's the fact that
relationship,
right? And it's the fact that everything they have been taught within that time frame, they're using it and applying it to their lives outside. So
good.
some of them are in school for music. Some of them are doing jazz. So they're just like to see the progression. Somebody that was real quiet and don't really, but cold, but just don't really look up. But now looking at them performing and doing all this type of stuff and engaging in eye contact with the audience, it's like, man, like. It feels good to say I was a part of their journey. And it also feels good to have parents calling me, like, thanking me for pouring into their kids. So, like, this organization is just not just something about just music and arts, but it's the impact on their lives. So when they get older, they're going to always remember those conversations, those moments, those rehearsals, those, hey, okay, no, why, listen to what you're singing. Like, why did you sing that? Like, why did you do that choice? What was the reason why you sang it that way? And if you can't explain it to me, then that means you didn't do it with no type of intention, or there was nothing. Like whatever you're doing. And I made sure, like, because especially the vocalist, whatever you're doing, just like you have a Mary J. Blige, she's not the best singer, but she's impactful because she's singing from a certain place, and people are connected with her.
Yeah.
The songs are connected with her. So, are you singing from a place of pain? Are you singing from a place of some type of emotion? Are you helping us go on this journey of these lyrics? Like, I should be able to see the lyrics that you're saying to me in my head, where now I'm in this movie that you're painting. If you're doing all these runs and stuff, I don't like those. I love runs. I love riffs. Those it sound great, but I don't want to hear that all day. I want to hear you sing. I want to hear you sing to me. I want to feel connected to you.
Exactly.
And everybody, the typical consumer, don't understand runs. They don't. They understand a melody.
I need y'all to listen to that.
Yeah, so
Take it in.
I mean, they don't. Like it sounds like scribble scrabble.
Yeah.
But I use like Jasmine Sullivan. I think she's incredible. But she know how to balance it out though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know you got something good when people attempt to sing your song at a karaoke bar.
Yeah.
And they sing a Jasmine Sullivan song.
Yeah.
And can't do none of the stuff she doing.
But they get
They would do it because she balancing it out. She's singing it where you can understand what she's saying, but then she throw them in there. Like it'd be like real faint, like dang. It's like but you inviting people in, you make them want to sing with you. If I'm doing all this crazy stuff and everybody, I'm just like, you just kind of it's a bore.
Yeah.
So but those are things that I have implemented in my program. And those are things that I implement when I talk to musicians, and they, hey, dude, be yourself. Like, it's okay. Like, you good too. Like, it's not just about the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like, so don't feel like you have to be, you got to kiss nobody behind.
Yeah.
I don't care who they are. I don't care who they play for. I don't care what level they on. Just the same God that blessed them can bless you. Because that's really what it is. Nope. A lot of musicians who have gotten opportunities have forgotten who gave it to them. And that be the thing that mess them up.
Whoa.
So, but them same people that have gotten the opportunity because of their attitude end up back looking for a church when they come back home. And looking for a service and asking for it. You got at 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock. But the thing is,
where my ushers at? I need to
I'm just saying, it's true though.
Yeah,
it's definitely true. Because your attitude, and it's like you don't understand who are looking up to you. Right. So when you make it up here, and you got all these people that's upcoming and watching you, it's like you are held responsible for how you treat them, how you don't mishandle those people. Mm-hmm. Because then even something as simple as like not even speaking when you walk in, like that's just common decency. I'm not finna, you got shades on. I'm just a superstar. Like I know people that's real superstars that speak like that, and they got mansions, and they in Hollywood,
right?
And they speak. I be shocked. Like you talking a little on me, yeah. Like, but then we get one little gig,
right?
We be on tour for 5 months, and then we
live in an apartment.
You know what I mean? So I just
driving Uber. Go ahead.
Right, exactly. So my thing is. Your attitude as an artist, that plays into it. Your gift can be as phenomenal, but your character is what keep that opportunity in that door open. So your gift gonna turn the doorknob. You're gonna get it open, but to keep that doorknob open, your character and your attitude got to be right. So, and I learned that just from sitting on The Voice. People was getting sent home left and right.
Wow.
And they was very cutthroat with it. Like they put your plane ticket be on your bed in the hotel.
Wow.
So I'm like, they monitoring people's attitudes. I had a producer, one of the camera crew people, came to be in the washroom. I was getting changed, whatever, and he just was in there. He was like, "Hey man, keep that attitude." Now I have not seen him before, wow. So that means they're watching, and you have this crew. These are teams.
Yeah.
Nobody's separate. Like everybody work together, communicate with each other. So you never know who's watching you, who's listening to you. So that opened my eyes even more. Like, man, what if I was talking bad? Right. And having horrible conversation and talking about another artist or talking about another contestant, like I probably could have got sent home because of my attitude. Mm-hmm. But but the good thing is, some of the people I did work with and have the opportunity to build relationships with on that show, we had fun. We enjoyed each other. We was going down to the piano room. I'm on the piano like. And I was just getting my life. I had a little microphone I got from Macy's. I had a little reverb on there. I'm like, I had them singing. I actually got it on my. It's on my page too. A lot of the contestants that was on the show. We did like a little. I forgot what we called it, but we kind of had like a little open mic type thing. Yeah. But I was playing the keyboard and they was singing. It was so fun, but it brought us together, and it wasn't like. We had our differences. We all sang differently. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And one of my friends, his name's Sean, what he goes by, I think what is his artist name? He was one of the people that was on my season. His name is Sean. But he can do got it. Can do all the runs. He do it fast. It'd be like, dang, how you even know how to do that? But he know how to turn it on and off. He can get up there and do a Luther Vandross song and give you tone and quality, but then throw this riff in there, and you be like, dang, but that's him. That's who he is. I'm not trying to be him. Yeah. I admire what you do. I pat you on the back. You great at that, but this is what I'm going to do. This is how my approach will be. I ain't going to go as fast as you. You might go, da, whatever fast. I might go, da, 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 da. Something slower. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't taking away my gift. It don't make me less than. It's just my approach.
So it seems to me that, and I'm going to use this analogy, and I'm sure Dan going to relate to this. It's like that Michael Jordan and Kobe thing. Yep. Michael is that original, but Kobe took the blueprint and built on that blueprint and made himself who he was, Black Mamba. But it was still Michael Jordan. Mike's still Mike. MJ still doing his thing. But Kobe was like, yo, I'm going to take what you have and I'm going to make it my own. Yep. And he cemented his own legacy out of that. So it kind of sounds like that's what you're saying. It's okay to, have a person that you look at and look up to and admire that they do this. Take something from that. Let me put my own spin on it. And be me. Right. And they can say, well, you look like so-and-so. Absolutely, I do. That's cool. Yeah. That's the greatest. I would rather somebody say I look like the greatest than say I look like this anyway. Somebody just garbage. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Right. I look like MJ. that's an honor.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? But I put my spin on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just because he played like MJ, he couldn't have got 5 rings without being him. Right. He still had to play the game.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it seems like you have the people that you work that are under you. Like, hey, be authentically you. It's okay to look at these people, take from them, because that's what they're there for.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We're here so people can take from us. You're here so people can take from you, but improve on it.
Absolutely.
And not be bitter about the fact that they did it maybe even better than you.
Or they may went further.
Went further.
But that was your purpose.
Yeah.
Your legacy is still there. And I think a lot of times I don't know, certain people that have arrived to a certain level, they don't, and that's also an inward thing too, because you have to be still confident. There are a lot of successful, still insecure artists and musicians. So you famous, you got it all, and it's like, but inwardly you don't.
Yeah.
Because you still try to compete with people who are looking up to you. You're the foundation.
Yeah.
You know what they're looking
right.
at.
So like, and that analogy was great because I even think about like Anita Baker, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then look at Tony Braxton.
Yep.
They have the same type of whatever.
That depth.
But Tony Braxton is Tony Braxton.
Yep.
And Anita Baker is Anita Baker. We can say, oh man, they do it. You can tell she listen to her. We can say that all day. But at the end of the day, Tony Braxton got her own lane.
Yeah.
And she have walked in it and she has flourished in it and been successful. Anita Baker is still Anita Baker.
Absolutely.
She ain't pressed.
Right.
Like she Anita Baker. You know what I mean? So, but like with MJ, still relevant. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So and like with Kobe, he has his own household name. You know what I'm saying? They not like it just to be compared to somebody as great as Michael Jordan. Yeah. That is a great honor. That's like amazing. That's a humbling experience. But the good thing about Kobe, he has his own thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? His own video games. His own type of style where everybody kind of wanted to do the fro thing.
Yeah.
I know you mean back.
That's your
Michael Jordan bald. So you know what I'm saying? They two different type of things going on, but the fact that you getting compared to somebody like that, that's an amazing, an amazing honor. So
it's an honor to be
compared. That should be a great example for people that whatever they're trying to do in their fields, you glean from those people, you learn from those different people, but
absolutely
be who you are. Like how you gonna make what you learn, you know what I'm saying? Not even just better, but better for you as an artist. I have a new project out. It's called Moves. I want to take people on the journey of who I am as an artist. They understand that I'm not restricted and boxed into just one genre.
I remember when we first locked eyes. Ooh, it was so much chemistry. Yes, it was. I couldn't even deny. I wonder how this was gonna end. Who would have known you would be in my bedroom, letting me all the way in. When I try to let it go, I try to let it go. This shit is toxic, baby. Oh, baby, your love is. You put a spell on me. It's so hard to release. You got me going in circles. Your love is here we are. Ooh, here we are, face to face. Oh, baby, kissing all over your body, kissing it in every place. Ooh, it's something about the way you touch me, makes me melt deep down inside. Oh, you got that good, 'cause baby, you keep me satisfied. When I try to let it go, oh, this shit is toxic, baby. Oh, baby, your love is, you put a spell on me. It's so hard to release. You got me going and going and going in circles. Ooh, your love is toxic. Please believe me when I say, got me feeling some kind of way. Got me wrapped around your finger, and I don't even know what to say. I love this. You put a spell on me. It's so hard to release. Got me going in circles. Your love is toxic.
All right, Denton. Now, I got a couple of questions for you in this segment.
Said, hey, didn't. That's Nate.
Be authentic, be yourself.
Yeah,
There it is.
See, I was learning something there. Tell us a little bit about the project that you have out now. Or you want to tell us a little bit about previous projects. I know you've done a gospel album. I know you've done other R&B albums. But tell us a little bit about your current music that's out now.
So I have a new project out. It's called Moods. So it's a variety of different styles on there.
Mm-hmm.
And the goal of that project, when I was going through the process of creating the songs, I wanted people to go through a journey of different emotions and how they feel. So like, just kind of give you an overview of the project. So it starts off with like a celebratory type song called Chi-Town Celebrate. And it's just,
Great song.
yeah, I know you like that one.
Yeah, I like that.
So it kind of gives like, it's just kind of like this vibe of like when people come together, they're outside, they barbecue, they kicking it at home, they playing spades, they at the club, they party. It's just a celebratory song,
Okay.
right? And then it kind of transitions, gets, let me see, what's the second song? I'm trying to go in song order. It goes to Lay It Down. It gives you like a take vibe. So it kind of goes from like you kind of celebratory. You got your red cups, like I see up in here somewhere. See a little red cups there. But it goes from that to kind of like sexy. It kind of, but these are moods that people feel.
Right.
Then it goes from that. Actually, I've skipped a song. Before it goes to Lay It Down. It goes to this song called Ready, which is kind of like gives like this kind of like old R&B feeling, like the Avant, the Tiki Wyatt kind of style. And it's actually featuring one of my friends, Charlize Shantae. She's on there, phenomenal, cold vocalist.
Another one of my great
Oh man,
songs I like.
Yeah, y'all gotta check that. That's called Ready. So it goes from that. Then it goes to the Lay It Down song, which gives you tank vibes. Then it goes from this song called Big Old Scoop. It's like it's a little turn up scoop.
Y'all know.
Little twerk song. So
people
you
what
know,
they
get
want.
people,
Little drop you dig.
People want to People want to dance. They want to get up. So and then it kind of transitions from there to like a more neo soul vibe of a song called "The Way You Do." I got a lot of good feedback on that song. A lot of people love that song. It's very soulful. It's a nice mellow. Just how can I describe it? I don't know. It just takes you on a nice little journey in that song.
Is it like a easy Sunday listening music song?
It's definitely easy Sunday, but it's also a good chill. You at home, you got your whiskey. You know, it's just nice. And then one of my friends, DJ, he actually played drums on the song. Don Allen, that's his Donald Allen.
Okay.
And he when he sent me back his stems, he's like, "Hey, check out this what I did with the song." So I'm like, "Let me see what he did." So he took part of the song and he produced a vibe. Like he was playing like this synth sound on it. So I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna put that on there. I'm gonna call it Chill Zone." So it's an interlude with just that by itself. So the song flows into that. Mm-hmm. So and he's on there. His name is on there, featured for that. But it was just cool, like how he just kind of like how music can make people want to be creative.
Yeah.
So he did his thing on that. Then he transitioned to this song called "Toxic Love," which I did a music video for. Nate is actually in this video. He in there.
Wait, stop.
In the video.
Stop. Nate, you in the video?
He in the video.
You got the producers all up in the video, dancing, singing.
But so this song, "Toxic Love," is featuring L.A. Williams on guitar, just all acoustic and vocals. And it kind of gives this like I want to say Caribbean, but what's the kind of like like this desert kind of feel.
It's like mysterious.
The way he's playing it.
Okay.
But it's called "Toxic Love," and I'm playing on the word toxic. So toxic, not in the bad way toxic. Like, oh, you gotta get out of that toxic situation. It ain't giving that. It's more like
intoxicating.
I gotta stay away from you because you toxic. You toxic. Now you got a spell on me. It's toxic.
Yeah.
That's the vein. So in the video, I have characters. I got different models in there, and one of the main models, her name is Nettie. So she's playing a love doctor. So she's in there in this bar. You gotta watch this. Kind of gives this whole scenario. She's at the bar. She puts like a spell on this particular guy she wanted. He gets like in his trance. He gets up and like she brings him towards her. It's cold. It's nice. It's real.
You say this is the video?
It's a music video for Toxic Love.
Y'all gonna see this video.
Yeah.
When on this, y'all gonna see this. Trust me.
So
I want to see it.
Yeah, it's good. You're gonna see Nate on the doing his good acting.
But good acting.
He over there acting. He doing his thing, guy.
I got a lot of questions on that, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to this end because I got some things to ask about.
But it's cool though. Like I had different friends come and do some extra work.
Okay.
My friends from work because I work at Taft High School.
Okay.
So one of my friends, he's a security guard there, so he played a security guard in my music video. So he brought his real security stuff to the shoot because he does security outside of high school.
Okay.
But it was just cool seeing everybody like the people that I'm friends with, family. My mom and my dad was in the video.
Oh, that's
so I got them doing stuff. I'm like, when you gonna act like you going to the bathroom and then you gonna go to the bar. Like it was cool. So I want to feature a lot of people from Chicago just coming on like doing our thing. This is us, you know what I'm saying? So I have the footage of our our landscape like in the from downtown, like what we call it? I can't
Skyline.
I couldn't get it out.
Get it out here.
I'm like skyscraper.
He said the landscape
of Chicago. But yeah, have that just kind of showcasing who we are, black-owned businesses, all the restaurants, like all of the radio people, the podcast people, like everybody that's in Chicago, I want in this video. So it's gonna be probably like a 3-day thing because I want to capture some footage outside, people barbecue, everybody acting like they're playing spades, like. So that's the next video. So that I'm putting that in your ear to let you know that I need you. I need you to be in this video.
Hey, you already know. Here at TalkTime Shot, we up for whatever. You feel me?
And then the last song on the project is called OMS, which is stands for All My Shit.
Okay.
And that song, I mean, It's pretty much it's one of them I don't give a songs. So like the whole overall view of the album moods. These are different emotions that everybody have felt. People have been in a place where they're turned up and people have felt sexy. People have felt more chill. People have felt like they in a peaceful vibe. People have felt like they want to turn up and dance.
Yeah.
And people have felt like, you know, they in a situation where they're like, man, this too good to be. You better stop playing with me. Like, they've been in that mode. Then they've been in the mode where, you know what? F y'all, I'm tired of this. I'm finna do me. So that's pretty much the whole overall view of the project. And it's an easy listen too. Like you listen to the whole project and you be like, oh, it's over already? Because it goes so quick, because it flows. The song order literally it's in the right, and I took time doing it. I literally listened to every song like, no, that can't be the second one. Nope, that gotta be the third one. Like was very intentional in the song order because it creates a feeling, it creates a vibe. So it's good. Like I like it. It's definitely different. My previous project, which was Cruising, that was the EP I put out. It was R&B, but it also got some soulful stuff, and I got I got some trap stuff on there too. But I also got like some love songs on there too. Mm-hmm. But the transition from that to this project, it's just kind of like I'm not restricted anymore. You know. Okay. So like my first R&B project, which was Collision Volume 1, all R&B is soul, and then I got like some inspiration. It's more like an inspirational R&B album.
Right. Okay.
Which is kind of like my pinky toe in the water on that album, because of me transitioning from me doing inspirational gospel music. So it was, I kind of didn't want to just go straight crazy to what I really wanted to do.
Tiptoe.
I want to take people on the journey of who I am as an artist and understand that I'm not restricted and boxed into just one genre. Because even now, I still sing gospel music. If it comes down to it, I don't. Yeah. I like music, and my things, whatever the genre that you're singing or doing, you should still have the same effect, either way. So if I'm singing,
your gospel album is nice.
My gospel album, that's my first project. That was literally my first full project, featuring. I got like everybody on there. I think Sauce on there.
You got Tim White on there.
Oh, Tim White is on there. Tila, Jesse on there. Yup. Isaiah, Sharkey on there. L.A. Yeah, everybody on that project. I ain't think about it. I need to probably listen to that. I forgot all about that. But yeah, so but it just shows the different styles that I'm able to adapt to. So I don't even call myself a particular type of artist. I don't want to be a gospel artist. I don't want to be an R&B artist. I don't want to be a pop artist. I just want to be an artist. So whatever.
That sings all music.
Whatever
you're feeling.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I have moments where I'm writing songs that's encouraging out the blue and it just pop in. But then I have moments where I'm like, oh man, this will be a nice R&B song. And literally it happened while I be on the keyboard, like on the organ, like at church, low key. They'll be talking, I just start playing. I'm like, my whole project, I'll be honest with you, a lot of my R&B songs.
Oh God!
I was playing while the person was talking. They doing announcements, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, this song's sexy." I'm gonna do this back at home.
Hey, I bet you a whole lot of musicians do that same exact thing. Yes, sir.
Because I always pull my phone out, turn my voice memo on. I'm like, I do not want to forget these chord transitions, because I think I'm gonna remember. I learned a long time ago not to trust my memory when it come down to ideas. I don't care if it's late at night. I remember my first project with the gospel project. It's a song called "You Are Here," and actually, who plays it? I think L.A. played on it. So typical neutral song, but I literally got it in my sleep, and I can remember the voice memo. I woke up in the middle of the night. I'm like, I sound horrible. Like I'm like, you are here.
Wow.
But then I knew what I meant when I woke up the next day. And then the song catchy. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I can sing anywhere. I can sing it in an R&B set because it's a neutral song. Mm-hmm. But I have had songs I dreamed about, and I think like, I'm gonna remember this when I get up in the morning, and I forgot it. So that's why I always pull this phone out, voice memo. I'm not gonna forget it. So that's but that's pretty much how I pretty much write. Yeah.
Now, where can the audience find your
So,
projects?
so all my music is on all digital platforms: Apple Music, Spotify. What's the other one?
Amazon.
It's all on YouTube. Every album is on YouTube. So if they want to listen to it, you can. If you just type my name and put albums, it actually come. All albums be like in order.
Okay.
Under your
Under my name, Denton Arnell. So it's definitely on
Denton Arnell.
Arnell. Yes, sir.
Y'all remember that. So real quick, we're going to wrap up, but I just want to ask one last question. Who are your top 5 musical influences?
Oh, man. This question is like always the hardest one. I should start writing it down before I come.
So you get asked this a lot.
I do get asked that, like literally. I'm going to say Music Soul Child's number 1.
Okay.
Tank, definitely. Brandy. Old Beyonce. I say old Beyonce because, like the R&B Beyonce,
Okay.
like that era. I'm still in, like I still admire what she doing now. Like,
You mean the Dangerous in Love?
like that was like that. Really, I was playing them songs like that. That shaped me. And I'm gonna pull a gospel person, and I'm gonna say Dorinda Clark.
Because she got that grit, that
grit.
thing.
And yeah, that's hard because it's more, but yeah,
I know that's hard,
it's definitely
especially,
more. But though, yeah,
especially when you're multi-genred.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got so many different influences that have hit. So, I can understand that. But I just wanted to throw that loop because I know it was going to be hard. So I did it anyway. So check this out, y'all. We have had a great show. And we want to show appreciation for Denton for even blessing us to come on our show today.
Man, thank y'all for having me.
Man, this was definitely informative about you, and also informative. You dropped a lot of nuggets that I hope a lot of us got a lot of nuggets out there. So hey, for my man Nate the Great, Denton Arnell. Your boy B. Wills. This has been Talk Time Shy, another great edition. And my man, host over there, Dan Allen. We just want to say peace, love, God bless. We out. Yeah.
Next
Oh,
time.
God.
Ooh. I remember